Alright guys and gals, this is Maliki here, and I'm here to bring you my version of how to do a level 2 Nunu Jungle.
Here we go!
I'm going to be showing you from blue side, and then I'll show you from red side a little later. But the runes that I like to run: 15 ability power, 9 armor, I get that from the yellow armor, and then magic resist, reds, and blues. The reason I do that is because I tend to play Nunu tank with lots of cooldown. So I find that, having more magic resist is easier just because it lets you build other items a lot easier. And then for my AP tank runes, I merely went, as you can see, 4, 23, and 3. I get the move speed, I get the cooldown, and then basically I just fill the tree in, with enough tank stats that it'll allow me to, well, to be tank Nunu, to do the things that I want to do. So, I take Flash Smite because, well, any good jungle should, but Nunu especially, just because he really doesn't have any escapes. So I'll just give this a few minutes to load up, and, the minute 55 wait time, and I will show you. Now, I like Nunu jungle against, how can I say, jungles that are easily countered. Sejuani is perfect. It is a perfect example. Nunu is a god when it comes to counter jungling. He's also a god when it comes to fighting against auto attack based champs. People like Trin, Jax, Vayne, etc, etc. So, just gonna wait for this gate to drop, and then I'll show you how I do this. Alright, standard start. Hunter's Machete, 2 health pots. We're going to start Q. For those of you who don't know, whenever you Q the elementals, the red buff or the blue buff, you get 10% maximum health increase. This is extremely important. Now, please remember that, you're going to see me a little later running around with no health. Normally I would get a leash, and I would save quite a bit of health, and I would take far less damage than what I normally do. But for this purpose, we're gonna pretend like we have, lane opponents who are down here, up here, who just don't give a crap. We're going back to season 3. Back when people thought, oh, the jungle can handle it. But yeah, thanks guys. Now, immediately when red buff spawns, we are going to use our smite. Reason for that is because it is up every 75 seconds. And, well, we're going to need it. Now, like I said, normally you would be getting help, so you might want to save your smite. Perfectly fine, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, let's see. We've got 15 more seconds before these buffs spawn. Okay, now, the first chomp, you're going to want to wait until after red buff goes and attacks you. Start smacking you around right now, and then you pop your health pot. The reason for that is because you want to keep as much health as you possibly can during this entire time. You're going to get 2 chomps off, and it's going to murder the elemental, and then you're going to start attacking the little guys. And there you go. Okay, keep on this one. One more hit, and then we'll switch. And there we go. Now we take this just for some extra damage. Now notice that I don't have a full bar of health. Okay, that's perfectly fine. We're going to auto attack and then E the dragon. It's going to push us back, and then it's going to attack us. After that, that is when we chomp. Okay, we walk up to it, take damage, and then we pop our other health pot. Okay, smite comes up in 8 seconds. So we're going to be using that again. Alright, now we want to use his passive. Basically every auto attack, it procs, a free charge. Okay, once it gets to 5, that's when you get a free spell. You want to use that whenever the E is up, because that is it's basically your 1 damage spell that you get. Okay, when I have a full bar health, I don't care about it. I will just, I'll spam. But, The reason we do it like that is so that way we can get as much damage off and still remain safe. Okay, and as you can see, I level 2 that dragon, no problems. Again, it did get a little hairy just because, you know, I walked around with no health pretty much. But, again, normally you would get help in the red pit, and you'd be able to save that extra health pot, which really does make a huge difference. I'm going to cut the video, and I will show you from the other side how to do it with blue buff. Thanks.